When I founded Secret Entourage years ago, my goal was not to create another self-help site where I stood in front and told people to follow me, but instead rather to create a resource for entrepreneurs out there to be able to learn all the habits needed to succeed. In the past 2 years, I've authored The Third Circle Theory, a book that represents the past 10 years of my life. I've traveled many continents, worked in many different places, worked for others, started my own business, took on an entrepreneurial journey as well. But it isn't until when I recently put all of my thoughts together that I realized that what I had done was created a framework for a very different type of journey for people. And the framework I created is the Third Circle Theory. It is the framework on how to live a successful life, regardless of what success means to you. The idea behind Third Circle Theory is not to teach you just how to be a better entrepreneur, but rather how to be a better person. I know it may seem difficult to understand how a book would have that effect on a person, but I think the way I've written this book will not just help you understand information, but rather help you self-reflect upon how the information in the book applies to you and make you re-see your entire life from a different perspective, at which point that perspective will help you determine what you like or dislike about it and ultimately will teach you how to change it. It will challenge your belief system, it will bring out all your fears and enable you to take that next step in your life, which is about removing yourself from the equation. In the Third Circle Theory, I break down all the concepts needed for someone to become successful in life. And like I said before, regardless of what success is. I'm going to break down for you what each circle means and ultimately how you too can use these circles or to understand what the theory is and use these circles to your benefit. If we look on the book, we'll see our first circle here, which represents 8 slices of pie as well as a center dot. The center dot signifies who you are. You're born, everybody is born into the first circle. The first circle is pretty much your life as you see it every day. The center dot represents you, and what you are is your byproduct of your environment when you're originally born. You have no choice into the money you're born into or the circumstance you're born into, and you're obligated to go upon the beliefs of your family. Most of us have a religion because of our family's religion and what we've been taught to believe at an early age. Our belief system is formed in the first circle, as well as our fears and how we perceive society. It's all formed in the first circle. So many of us don't really have control over what happens in the first circle, but it is rather the foundation of our life, which is why we all go through it. The second circle, however, which only has 6 slices of pie, signifies, again, the next step we take in our life. When we become very curious about society and why we believe in what we believe, we start to question it. That curiosity leads to a higher level of education, and that higher level of education leads to us becoming experts in our individual fields. That expertise makes us very good at what we do and eventually allows us to be successful at what we do. Those that are successful in their fields, regardless of what their fields are, usually live in the second circle. They exude a higher level of confidence and are capable of guiding others and leading others as they themselves have mastered a skill set. It isn't until people graduate to the third circle that they realize what their purpose in life is. It isn't until they remove themselves from the equation that they'll understand what they're meant to do or how they want their life to matter for themselves. So purpose is a very vague word because very few people can validate what their purpose is. It could be spiritual in a sense, or it could ultimately never be validated until we actually leave. And so therefore, it becomes very difficult to tell you or validate what your purpose is. However, just feeling purposeful can truly change the way you see and act in life. When you believe to have found your purpose, you become a lot stronger and a lot more capable than others around you. But you also see the bigger picture, which is that people matter more so than yourself, and that everything around you plays a role into you bringing that purpose to life. It's very important to note that in the third circle, you'll notice that the dot is outside the circle, meaning that you're able to expand your perspective instead of seeing what's in front of you, rather looking at the entire picture from a third perspective without you being so self-centered. This ability enables you to do something that others can't do, which is innovate. Innovate the world around you and better the systems and processes that society uses every day. The reason I wrote the third circle theory is because we need more leaders, we need more innovators and builders, and we need more creators to understand how to actually bring their ideas to life. Rather than just keep dreaming, they need to start living and doing what they keep preaching. So we need more and more people to actually move society forward, rather than just the 2% helping us while the rest of us follow or are simply successful for ourselves. When I wrote third circle theory, I wrote it with the intention not to just get credit for a book, but rather for you to learn something new about yourself. And not to change who you are, but rather change your perspective on how you see things, and also see a different point of view. By having your own point of view and this different point of view, you're able to make better decisions and ultimately move your life forward faster, which ultimately impacts everyone around you.